Welcome to video number 4 in the EPIC series. In the previous video, we described what the EPIC model includes in terms of specific parts or modules. In this video, we talk about what EPIC includes across these modules in terms of variables, parameters, and events. These are terms that modelers use, and learning them can help understand a model from a different angle. Talking about this also gives us a chance to review what the EPIC model does and doesn't currently include. First, the EPIC model includes numerous variables. Variables are measurable things that vary, like from person to person or from time point to time point. Examples of variables in the EPIC model are sex, age, smoking status, pack years of smoking, COPD, COPD severity, and rate of COPD exacerbations. These are called variables because they vary from person to person. Another variable in the EPIC model is time. By definition, time varies from time point to time point. Right now, many variables that are relevant to COPD are not included in the EPIC model. For example, the EPIC model does not include certain COPD symptoms. It also does not include information about other medical conditions that people with COPD may have as well, such as diabetes, depression, arthritis, or other common illnesses. Finally, although the model includes major risk factors such as smoking, it does not include information on other risk factors for COPD. For example, the model does not include variables like people's professional occupation, exposure to fumes, chemicals, or wildfire, or their history of asthma. Next, the EPIC model includes numerous parameters. A parameter is something that doesn't vary from person to person. For example, a medication might cost $20 per dose and be the same price for everyone. In a model, this would be a parameter, and it would be based on what we know about the medication price. Another example are mathematical equations. For example, EPIC uses an equation to represent how lung function gets worse over time. The same equation applies to everyone. It takes into account sex, age, height, weight, and smoking. To make predictions about individual lung function, the EPIC model takes unique information about a person and enters it into the equation. This equation determines what happens to people in the model over time. This brings us to the concept of events. In the EPIC model, numerous events of interest are represented, including developing COPD, experiencing an exacerbation, and being admitted to the hospital. Whether or not these events happen in the model is a result of the unique information about a simulated person. For now, let's call that the person's profile. When an event happens to an individual simulated person in the model, it influences their profile. For example, a simulated person's age will increase once per year. Whenever a person's profile changes, this influences what events will happen to them in the future. That brings us to the end of video 4. To know more about variables, parameters, or events in the EPIC model, please ask us. You can send us a message on Twitter @PureModels or on our website at puremodelsnetwork.com.